right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, as always, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory
To Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKakwadash.
Double honor to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace and blessings and salutations to the elect. Okay, we out here another week to teach the word of the Heavenly Father, to prophesy the downfall of the society. All right, as all you brothers know, we're living in some very, very beautiful times, some times of prophecy. All right, and 2020 has been a beautiful year so far, man. All right, 2020 has been the exact opposite of what these Babylonians and people around the world wanted it to be.
Well, the number 2020 means vision. You know, and the vision is yet for an appointed time. You know, we're near that appointed time, man.
Yep. As a matter of fact, let me get that. Oh, you can get that real quick. You can Habakkuk 2 real quick, and then
Well, hey, like I titled the stream last night, I said, man, we got to make it about the prophecies. I titled it, America is being brought low.
Yep.
And it is being brought low, man. All right, this thing is on the verge of turning into complete chaos and anarchy, man. You know?
Start at 2. Let's
Look
start
at
at 1.
This book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me. And what shall I answer when I am reproved? And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that
Right,
he
and
may
these were-
run that readeth it.
And these were visions that the prophets, not just Habakkuk, but the prophets had of these last days, man. You know, you find them in 1st and 2nd Ezra. You find these visions in Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, Habakkuk, Joel, you know, Psalms, you name it, Job. All the prophets, man, prophesied about the times that we're living in now. You know, and we're living in a time where the Most High is opening up the understanding, all right, for us to really not just see these prophecies in action, but understand how they're unfolding. You know, that's why you ain't gonna see no GMS camp out there with the microphone in the middle of a fucking riot like Sakari, man. Because we understand, man, that our people are being led to their own slaughter, man. Go ahead.
Verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry.
Right, and all the people throughout the years that have been denying the faith, they're starting to get scared now. Okay, they're starting to get scared because they know that there's something when you're proven wrong. You know, people feel a certain way when they're proven wrong, man. And all these people are feeling a certain way because they're getting proven wrong. But the fact that they're getting proven wrong, there's also that fear with it because they don't have anything to guide them. They don't have anything that's a covering, anything that's a cloak for their sins, man. You know, they don't have the Holy Spirit giving them comfort. You know, we ain't a nervous rector and all this shit. We're excited. We're happy. You know? And it's boosting our faith day by day.
Real faith boosters.
That's right. Because when you see words come to life, it does something. You got it, bro.
This is Habakkuk 2, verse 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith.
Right there in that scripture, you got his soul is not upright in him, talking about the Edomites. Okay? Because we're living in a time when the just shall live by faith, because the Edomites are going to try and kill the Israelites, man, during the time that we're coming in. All right? All these things are being set up. Look up the King Alfred plan, man. All right, I did a video on that earlier in the week. You know,
The devils took it down, man.
yeah, the devils took it down. You know, and it said in there that in the event of a major racial incident in the United States, they had a plan to detain up to 20 million Negroes here in America, man.
This is verse 5. Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man. Neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied.
Right, cannot be satisfied, and is as death, man. Here it is, right? You got riots going on all over the country, all right? And most of these people riot, and they're just crackers that are paid by Antifa.
Yeah, we got Antifa in the falls. They're gonna be in Niagara Falls on Friday. They got 7 buses of them,
So they
7
organized.
busloads. So, because we had a little protest the other day, and it was deemed peaceful at the end of the day. You know, there was no arrests. The police was fist bumping everybody. But Friday we think it's gonna be different. You know, it might be like Buffalo or Rochester on Friday. Because now you got these paid Antifa agents.
Yep. They get paid to do it, and the bail money is already in the accounts to bail them out when they get arrested, man. I was reading up the other day on how their whole system works. You know, it's the same for Black Lives Matter, and they're both financed by the same billionaire kite. You know? George Soros, man. Go ahead, Slacky. Let's get back into the scriptures. And now, you know, you got the scripture was saying that he is as death, man. Trump's getting ready to bring that death. He's saying that he's going to start deploying the military. You know, the military, if these mayors and governors don't get this situation under control. And we know he's the guy that absolutely will do it.
It says, yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire as hell,
Right.
and as death, and cannot be satisfied.
Right, they got all this chaos going on in their own country, and America's still talking shit about shit going on in Iran, shit going on in China. But yet here it is, your own country's falling apart. You want to talk shit against the rest of the world, man. That's because he's setting up for the next major war.
But gathereth unto him all nations, and he heapeth unto him all people.
All right, a one world government, man. You see now he's trying to tear the people apart, and then those that all agree with each other trying to bring those together, and the rest are considered rebels, man. He's basically got these people picking sides, man, whether you're on the side of the New World Order or against.
That was it.
I got a precept. This is Micah chapter 2 verse 1. Woe unto them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds.
Right, work evil upon their beds, man. You know, that devise iniquity. Brothers are coming out with footage of these piles of rocks being delivered throughout cities, man, throughout the country, man.
When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand.
Right, and this was all planned, man. You know, they're sitting there thinking, well, how could we bring America down and benefit our own interests at the same time? Oh, let's cause riots, man. You know.
And you know, if you would, oh, go ahead, bro, finish that. I'll say after you read it.
And they covet fields and take them by violence, and horses, and take them away. So they oppress a man in his household, in his house, even a man in his heritage.
Yeah, and if you enlighten, you know, if you so-called in the light and you can see, you're not blinded by the enchantments of Esau, then you'll understand why he's doing these things. You know, you'll understand why he's setting up people to riot and you know, go through hell and chaos. Really, it's prophecy because Yahushua said it in Matthew 24. Yeah, Matthew 24 that these things was gonna happen. So the things that we're seeing, if you enlightened or you in the truth, you know, it's really not catching us by surprise because the Bible already says it.
Yeah, like I was watching this dude. He was saying, young Pharaoh. He was like, "Oh yeah, I've been teaching this for 5 years." I was like, "Well, shit, the Bible was talking about it 2,000 years ago."
Right.
So you act like you put somebody up on the Bible said it 2,000 years ago. So where do you get it from?
And this stuff that's going on in America right now, this has been going on around the world. There's been riots going on around the world the past couple of years.
Hey,
man.
can you read that part again where it say it is in the power of their hands?
This is Micah chapter 2 verse 1. Woe unto them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hands.
Now, who gave them that power? The Lord. The scriptures say the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So the only reason why the only reason why they can do these things is because the Lord set them up on the left-hand side to do so. You know, the Lord put E in power so he can persecute his people, so he can cause riots, so he can kill niggas on camera. These things are expected, and guess what? Rather it's 6 months from now, if we still here, a year from now, if we still here, a year and a half, I ain't going no further than that. You know, it may be another George Floyd, or another Trayvon Martin, or it's gonna happen again.
Or another Mike Brown, or
And you know what niggas gonna do? No justice, no peace. They're gonna be doing the same fucking shit, man. And Esau gonna be laughing at you.
they might throw a couple more rocks.
Hey, because
But
also
still gonna go back to the same shit.
because one of the things that Esau wants to accomplish by committing these false flags is having Jake be roused up and riot out in the street, so he can have a reason to run down on them.
And a false flag can be it can be in the media, in the movies, not the movie, but Esau got the power to make made up scenes and make it seem real.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know?
And all the disinformation he puts out there, man.
And he does that by the way of his witchcraft. You know, by the media. Brothers were just getting into how that goddess, what was it? Medea. They Go ahead. I'm gonna let Yash go into it.
Oh, I don't know. Go ahead, bro.
Go ahead, brother.
It's the book of Daniel, chapter 4, verse 17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High rules in the kingdom of men.
That's right.
Right. And he's gonna give these listen, when these devils go crazy on these Jake protesters and rioters, man, it's gonna be fully sanctioned by Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, it's gonna be fully sanctioned by Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We're living in a time when our people that refuse to listen gotta get judgment, man.
Jacob's trouble.
Right, Jacob's trouble. You know, we don't know. Those brothers could have. I mean, those rioters could have fucking. Some of them could have been a burden to the prophets. You know, you might have tried to get a prophet locked up. You might have, harassed them, been a scoffer on the common board. You know, known a brother personally in that various city and gave him personal trouble. You know, Most High as a way of teaching people a lesson, man.
It's 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 1. It say, and he answered me and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Right, we have to measure the time diligently, man. You know, you got people that'll say, "Oh, go find something better to do with your time. You're getting too into that stuff." Well, no, if anything, we're not getting into it enough.
Yeah, and one of the key points that the brother read in that scripture was he said, when thou seest part of the signs past. What is the first part of the signs? The first part of the signs is Matthew 24th chapter, the first verse on down, all the way to the 8th verse.
Yeah, that actually links up with Matthew 24, because Yahweh Shai, get that too real quick after you read that, because Yahweh Shai gave us signs. So uproars of the people, you have people say, that's been happening for years, but you know what? It's happening on a larger scale, because this whole George Floyd thing is bigger than pretty much any killing. It's bigger than Trayvon Martin. It's bigger than Eric Gardner. It's bigger than all of those. Because this dude, the way he went out was worse.
The whole world watched this, man. All the world leaders. We have protests in Germany, France, UK over this shit going on here in America, man.
It say, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then thou shalt understand that the Most High spoke of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
Yeah, and that link, like I said, that links up with Matthew 24. All right,
got it right here.
earthquakes, you know.
Hold up, let me get this. It say, for like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest.
Yeah, and the scriptures say declaring the end from the beginning. The scriptures also say better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. So once we cracking down at the end of this society, things are gonna heat up. Go ahead, you got it.
This is Matthew 24, verse 3. And he sat upon the Mount of Olives. The disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming, and of the end of the world? Verse 4. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am anointed, and shall deceive many.
You're gonna have false prophets. You're gonna have people coming with all different type of doctrines, you know, claiming that they're, you know, sent by the Lord or ordained.
Grandmaster Jay calling himself Messiah.
Yep. Go ahead.
Continuing on, verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for
You know-
all
Go ahead.
for all these things must come to pass.
And those things are gonna heat back up,
Yeah.
because Esau is controlling the narrative. I did a video yesterday. I'm gonna upload it later. He focused the attention 2 weeks ago. Everything was COVID-19 and vaccines, and you see how easily he just changed the whole narrative to riots and protests and George Floyd.
Hey, even when you think back to the beginning of the year, with January 3rd, when everybody was talking about World War III, you know, everybody thought people was scared to death. They thought it was
They
over.
killed that general.
But you see, the Bible say, see that you be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass. We knew that the mark of the beast still had to come.
Yeah.
and prophecy still had to be passed.
You had average people. They were scared as fuck. Motherfuckers on social media like, oh, why did Trump kill that guy? You know, they were scared.
Even when COVID-19 first came out, people was terrified. You would look, they don't even got masks on. People was like, when it first cracked off,
wouldn't do
and
that.
it was no. People would call the police on you if they see you without a mask. And now everybody talking riots. Nobody worried about nothing else.
Well, when we was coming here, we couldn't even find a parking spot because everybody outside.
Yeah, when we first started coming here, it was empty.
It was
like
empty.
2 or 3 cars.
Yep.
Now it's fucking.
But the-
One day, them dudes came up. They wanted to
They
go
tried to
fucking
golf.
golfing. And they got
Shit was
shut
closed.
down.
Yep.
But the end is not yet, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, pestilence, and earthquakes in diverse places.
Wow, the Most High, man. He's sending all these things at the same time. I know brothers have seen the price of meat. You know?
Yeah, like I said, they're gonna go back into warlike strategy and tactics. You're gonna see that on the news soon too.
Hey, he said, Trump said yesterday he was putting the military and giving the full, putting the full force on the military. That's who it's war against.
Yeah.
Jake.
Hey, Jacob's trouble.
And he's
you got it.
citing the Insurrection Act, saying he has the power to do so. Because according to Popsy Comitatus, the president cannot deploy the military to be used against U.S. Civilians. But, you know, hey, we had Clinton, we had Bush, we had Obama. They were all set up to give this guy these powers.
Yeah, and these laws that they say exist, they really don't fucking exist. They could do whatever they want.
Make
You
up
know?
a damn lie on the spot.
Yeah.
A law up on the spot. They're doing contact tracing even though they never officially signed HR 6666 into law. They never officially signed it into law, but they're doing contact tracing for the protesters.
I got it.
Verse 8. All these are the beginnings of sorrows.
All right, the beginning of sorrows. It's going to be a sorrowful time for these people, man. It's going to affect brothers too.
And the beginning of sorrows is talking about Jacob's trouble. Spoken about in Jeremiah the 30th chapter. Go ahead, Doc.
This is
He got that.
This is Psalm 2:1. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh, the Lord shall have them in derision. Then shall he speak unto them in his wrath and vex them in his sore displeasure.
Yeah, because the Lord knows his plans and what he has set up. The Lord knows who's going to be the next rulers. The next rulers are the Israelites. He tells you that in the 2nd Ezra, the 6th chapter. Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. But you got these other nations, they believe that once Eve falls, that they're going to come up in power. Primarily Moab.
Yeah, some people think Moab gonna win.
They imagine a vain thing.
Yeah.
They imagine a vain thing.
And it's just funny to see when people they doing all this wickedness out here. It's all for naught, it's for vain. You know, that's why the Lord see it. He would say that for the Lord see his day coming. You know.
That's, yep. Are you down there, bro?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, this is Luke 21, 7, and this is landbacking off Matthew 24. And they asked him, saying, Master, when shall these things be? And what sign will there be when these things shall come to pass? And he said, Take heed that ye be not deceived, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am the Messiah, which Grandmaster, whatever is.
That apply to him?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And the time draweth near, go ye not therefore after them. But when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified. And when you look that word commotions up, it means rioting, and civil unrest. Okay? Be not terrified. Okay? So we need to remain stable during these times, man. You know, we're not supposed to go out there with a microphone trying to teach these rioters, man, that are getting zapped by 5G waves. All right?
Yeah, man, we just got to continue doing what we've been doing. Watching, praying, and just, stay focused.
And really, all we've been doing is following the same blueprint that our elders and apostles laid out for us since they came on the scene, man. That's all we're doing.
Yeah. If it ain't broke, don't try to fix it.
Yeah, that's beautiful you said that. And if you think about it, man, you putting yourselves in harm's way. If you actually following, if you think it's an opportunity to go out and wake some niggas up while they protesting and rioting, you're really not in the right spirit, because the Lord has them out there as cattle, man. Basically, sheep led to the slaughter.
Spirits created for vengeance.
Because when if Trump gives the go for these military troops to stop these protesting rioters, and you niggas is out there, you Latinos, you Native Americans is out there protesting, your death is gonna be, you giving them a reason to be justified for killing you, because you out there being stupid.
Yeah, I got something. This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 3, verse 8, because this is what you ultimately supposed to be doing, waiting on the Lord.
Right.
Because it tell you several times throughout the scriptures to wait on the Lord. This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 3, verse 8. It say, Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey.
And this ain't talking about Jesus Christ, man. Because we'll read this to some jakes and they'll be like, wow, what Jesus do for us? We talking about Yahweh Shai, man. We giving you the real power, not Jesus. All right, because Jesus Christ ain't gonna save you, man.
Nope.
Go
Right.
ahead.
Or Allah.
Yeah.
Or none of them fucking Hamite gods, African
Buddha.
gods. Yeah, none of that shit.
You gotta come with the correct name, because the name itself is a vibration. It's a strong tower.
All you gotta do is get it, bro. Get Acts 4 and 12.
Yep.
This
Proverbs, what's that, in Proverbs?
Proverbs
Tower?
11,
Bashar, get that.
18 and 11.
Proverbs 18:11.
This the book of Zephaniah 3, verse 8. It say, Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, to the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them my indignation.
And that's our enemies. Yahweh Shai talking about our enemies. He said he gonna gather our enemies and pour his indignation on them.
Yeah, so it ain't no need for us to go out and protest and tear shit up, because the Lord gonna come and he gonna tear shit up.
And what it tell you in Deuteronomy 28, we not gonna have no might in our hands. So how the fuck you niggas think y'all gonna do some shit on a carnal level? You don't have no might.
Nah.
Well, Yahweh Shai said in John 18:36 that if this was my kingdom, my servants would fight.
Right.
It say, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured by the fire of my jealousy.
And a lot of you, I'm actually gonna hold this. A lot of you jakes think you could break the curses. Like I just mentioned, the curses say you're not gonna have no might in your hands when you go amongst your enemies. So y'all can't break the curse. Only person that can break the curse is the Lord. And he deliver us.
Wasn't all them protesters fleeing 7 ways, just like as the curses said?
Yep.
It's the book of Acts, chapter 4, verse 12. Neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved.
Yeah, so Allah ain't gonna save you. Jesus Christ ain't gonna save you. All them,
Trump ain't gonna save you.
yeah, all them weird ass guys y'all be teaching about, they ain't gonna save you. Get that proverb.
I got it. Proverbs 18 and 11.
This morning.
You want the Proverbs 18 and 11?
Yeah, get that.
This is Proverbs chapter 18, verse 11. I'm going to read verse 10. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe.
So we're safe from these times right now. We're safe from protests and rioters and all that shit, man. Go ahead.
Well, hey, brothers should pray for, the safety of themselves and other brothers as well. But at the same time, we've been praying for this moment since we came in the truth.
Yeah,
If you really
before
think about it, man.
Man, I just hope that Yahweh Shai come and do what he said he was gonna do, man. But he will, man.
And the thing we can do is if it's a serious protest like in LA or Chicago, we pray for the brothers that's in those cities.
Right.
The scriptures told us not to lift up a cry for our people when these times come.
Yeah.
So we might send up a prayer for the brothers in LA and brothers in Chicago, where the hardcore riots and protests is going on. Pray that those brothers be safe.
Yeah, even with like storms and shit, I do
Yeah,
that.
storms or whatever, but you're not gonna see Great Millstone out there teaching during these crazy ass riots and shit, because it's not wise.
Yeah. It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 11, verse 14. It say, therefore pray not thou for this people, neither lift up a cry or prayer for them, for I will not hear them in the time that they cry unto me for their trouble.
Yeah, here it is, you niggas. You actually, when you looting, you stealing. Yeah, you stealing. The Lord ain't never tell nobody to steal. It's in the law that you're not supposed to steal. You got fucking jakes out there stealing TVs. They ran up in fucking Villa, the shoe store in Buffalo, stole mad fucking sneakers, man.
Get
T-shirts and shit. You stealing.
Yo,
You think the Lord is Salaki? You think the Lord is dealing with you, man?
You're causing hardships to others too, man.
yo, and a lot of you niggas out there don't even give a fuck about George Floyd, man. Y'all just want to hit a lick, man.
Yeah.
Just fucking
I ain't even gonna lie. One of my friends in the world was like, he live in Florida. And he was like, yo, he was like, man, if I was out there, I would have got me a TV off the train, man. I just started laughing, I'm playing it off. I'm like, yo, you crazy, bro. But like, niggas, they just want to hit a lick. Like the brother said, they just want to get some free shit. But now if a troop came around the corner and caught your ass with a TV in your hand and fucking shot you in your head, then your family will be mourning. But he was such a good, but you out there looting and shit, man. Being a part of the problem.
Got caught up out there.
Yeah, you got caught slipping, man. Go ahead.
Salakia, man. I was gonna say Esau already did a diligent search on Jake. They came out the Foot Locker commercial. They showed all Jake cared about was materialistic shoes.
Yeah.
And in times of everything collapsing.
Oh yeah, chariots
Yep.
and all that shit. Yeah.
And they privatized the video now, so you can't even go look at it from the main channel from Foot Locker.
I got pretty sure. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 4, verse 22. For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are childish children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge.
Right. That video is that dude that was we own the 2 fucking washing machines.
Yep.
And the one dude was stealing a damn forklift. Like, Jake be doing the shit that's embarrassing, man.
Well, the brother from South Carolina uploaded to Jake that he stole an ATM machine and tried to get on the fucking city bus with it.
Wow.
Nigga was trying to fucking lift the shit up and put it on the bus. The bus driver was like, "What the fuck? No." I mean, come on, man. Like,
I know all the stupid looting that's going on is all Jake, man.
nigga thought he was about to get a free ride on the city bus. I guess take the shit home, crack it open. You can't even get them shits open, man.
That's like a scene off a movie, man.
I mean, come on, man. Like the scriptures say, wise to do evil, to do good, they have no knowledge, man. You know? Now, when you follow the blueprint of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, you actually learn, and you go ahead, bring it out, whatever it is.
This is
bring it out.
Matthew chapter 15 and verse 8. And this for those protesters you see out there, so-called praying and all this. This is these people draw nigh unto me with their mouth and honoreth me with their lips, but their heart is far from me.
Yeah, and all I've been seeing online is God is love. God is love. That's all I've been seeing. God loves us. But these people don't understand, primarily our people, that the Lord is the one bringing the evil. He's going to continue to bring the evil. Because we're in evil times. So guess what? America's not going to bounce back. Things are not going to get better. There's going to be more George Floyds.
Everybody keeps saying, "Oh, I can't wait till this is over."
Yeah, it's not. It's not. This is the beginning of sorrows. We just read it in Matthew 24.
This is the fire getting kindled, man.
The match ain't even lit yet. You know, he just came from the store with the matches, walking home. We ain't even light the motherfucker yet. Go ahead.
But in vain they do worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men.
Yeah, in vain they do worship me. You know? Now, when you see Israelite camps out there following the riots, what they're doing is following the multitude to do evil. And I was watching the Sakari camp, and he actually said that. He said, we're not following a multitude to do evil. Because really, in their spirit, they know that's what they was doing. So he made sure he said that. He said, we're not following the multitude to do evil. We out here trying to wake y'all up. Well, you got camps in all these cities that shit is going down. Chicago, you got camps. And it's not just Great Millstone camps in Chicago. I'm sure you got IUIC out there, ISUPK. They got camps all around the country too. So at one point, you seen the Israelites out there, man. You seen them. Chicago, LA, New York, even in smaller places. YouTube, you seen them. But you didn't hearken, man. So you ain't gotta fucking go out there and teach during the riots, man. These people already know who we are. They know.
Amos 3 and 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people be not afraid? Shall there be evil in a city, and the Lord hath not done it? Ooh.
That's,
Evil
I
in
mean,
the
shit,
city,
you
man.
closed the book on that. We could have brought that scripture out and turned the camera on.
Evil in the city, man. Riots, people stealing, looting, destroying property, killing people. Over there in Chicago, man, you got the Mexican gangs. They're pulling people out of their cars and killing whole families,
Yeah,
man.
and they said the Lord done it though. Like I was having a conversation with this black girl. She was like, "Oh, you can't tell me nothing about God, cause something about I forgot what you were talking about, but she was saying how God cast the devil out of it." I was like, "All right,
Oh,
man,
boy.
I don't even what it is."
They start off with that. Oh,
It was
boy.
nothing to talk about. We had to change the subject. Tell her how pretty her hair was.
Right.
This is
that Lucifer, that how art thou fallen, O Lucifer? That screws a lot of people's minds
so
up,
he's
man.
still falling right now. He ain't hit the ground yet, but he's in the air falling. You know. To land back off what you said, Isaiah 45 and 7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things.
Right, he creates it. He doesn't just bring it; he creates it.
And it says Amos 3 and 6.
Yeah,
in the column.
and the word "create" means to form, man. He forms that.
So everything that you see on the right hand side or the left hand side is the Heavenly Father. And once you understand that, you don't stress out. You don't even ask questions because you know who's doing it and why.
And honestly, man, the shit is entertaining. when you see Jake doing this stupid shit, man.
Niggas is crump dancing in front of riot cops. Fucking crump dancing, man. That's Jeremiah 4:22.
Acting foolish, man.
Yeah,
For a man that's fully armed, got fiberglass shields, and a fucking shotgun on it, man.
Okay. I want to bring this up real quick. This is Isaiah chapter 59, verse 19. So shall they fear the name of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai shall lift up a standard against them.
Yep. And that's soon to come. The enemy coming in like a flood. You know, your city's being patrolled by military. You know, you seeing military troops in your neighborhood is going to be a normal thing. All right?
They've had checkpoints in certain cities for a while now. You know?
Yeah. Donald Trump just spoke on that like last week or this week. He warned the governors, saying that if they don't get this together, he's going to send in martial law, the troops, which we know he's already in the process of doing it. Anything that they reveal to the public, you better believe that they're already doing it. You know, Elder Apostle Tahar spoke about how when he was working, he seen troops in the hotels. So this thing is already in motion.
I got some. It's the book of Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, Sirach, chapter 14, and I'm gonna start at verse 3. And this for all you niggas out there looting. It says, riches are not comely for a niggard. And what should an envious man do with money? He that gathereth by defrauding his own soul gathereth for others that shall spend his goods riotously. So, you know, Jake getting all this shit, but it only gonna last you about a couple months before Esau come in like a flood. And when these protests, he started, gunning you down. So, you know.
That's what Jake always does too, man. He's always stealing the fucking TVs. Whether it's Hurricane Katrina, or a police shooting, or a natural disaster, man. Jake always stealing them fucking TVs, man.
Yeah.
And they always come out with a new one next year that'll blow that away.
He said, verse 5, he that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good?
Yeah. Go ahead.
He shall not take pleasure in his goods.
Yeah, he that is evil to himself, to whom shall he be good? If you evil towards yourself, you can't be a part of a brotherhood, because you're not gonna be, you can't be brotherly if you're evil to yourself. All right.
There is none worse than he that envieth himself, and this is the recompense of his wickedness.
And that's all those people that's rioting and looting. They evil towards themselves.
Part of loving yourself is using wisdom, man. Making sure you're not in the Lord's crossfire. Yeah.
And if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly. And at the last, he will declare his wickedness.
So either way it goes, wickedness is gonna show. He that is filthy, let him be filthy still.
Right.
He that is righteous, let him be righteous still. He that is unjust, let him be unjust still. You had something? I got something. This is, that was it?
Yeah.
This is Jeremiah chapter 14, verse 13. It says, then said I, Lord power, behold, the prophets say unto them, ye shall not see the sword, neither shall ye have famine.
Hey, that sounds like your average Christian pastor, right?
Yep.
You've already been saved by the blood of Jesus.
But I will give you assured peace in this place. Then the Lord said unto me, the prophets prophesied lies in my name. I sent them not, neither have I commanded them, neither spake unto them. They prophesy unto you a false vision and divination.
All right, a false vision, man. That's why these that's why Yahushua said that the Spirit of the Lord is the Spirit of prophecy. Okay? Because if you ain't got
said, what's a lot?
Someone get Isaiah 29 and 10.
It says, and the thing of naught and the deceit of their heart. Therefore, thus saith the Lord concerning the prophets that prophesy in my name, I sent them not. Yet they say, sword and famine shall not be in this land. By sword and famine, those prophets shall be consumed.
Well, hey, we had IOIC building, remember a couple years back, they're building all them schools and Israelite hospitals and things like that, all that nation building, man. That's a form of saying that this evil ain't gonna visit you. You know, that things are gonna continue on.
It says, and the people to whom they prophesy shall be cast out in the streets of Jerusalem because of the famine and the sword, and they shall have none to bury them, their wives, nor their sons, nor their daughters, for I will pour their wickedness upon them.
That's Isaiah.
Book of Zephaniah, chapter.
Oh, hey, ISUPK, how was your Passover this year? Sorry.
Book of Zephaniah, chapter 1, verse 3, 4. It say, and I will stretch out my hand upon Judah and upon all the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and I will cut off the remnant of Baal from this place, in the name of the cherubims with the priests, and them that worship the host of heaven upon the housetops, and them that worship and swear by the Lord, and that swear by Malcolm, and them that are turned back from the Lord, and those which have not sought the Lord nor inquired of him. Hold thy peace at the presence of the Lord thy power. For the day of the Lord is at hand, for the Lord hath prepared a sacrifice, he hath bid his guests.
Don, you said the scripture say hold thy can you read that one more time? Hold thy
It say, hold thy peace at the presence of the Lord Yahweh, for the day of the Lord is at hand.
Don, that's talking about waiting on the Lord. This is what we're supposed to do. And the presence of the Lord is the men going out here on the highways and byways pushing this truth. Because we know that the prophets speak for the Most High. For the Most High speaks through the prophets. So a lot of you jakes need to repent, come out here and repent and seek the Lord's face until he comes back.
It say, for the Lord hath prepared a sacrifice and hath bid his guests. And that sacrifice is 2/3. It say, and it shall come to pass that in the day of the Lord's sacrifice I will punish the princes and the king's children, and all that are such clothed in strange apparel. The people that's clothed in strange apparel is you niggles, Latinos, and Native Americans that's sent to being Muslims, into that Kemet shit, into being Buddhist, and all anything other than what you're supposed to be, an Israelite.
Christians,
Yeah, Christians,
Catholics.
Christians, Baptists, Catholics, all that. It's
Apologists.
That's the strange apparel. Oh, atheists, Jesus.
Medea-ists.
Yeah. It say in that same day, also I will punish all those that leap on thresholds, which fill their masters' houses with violence and deceit. And it shall come to pass that in that day, saith the Lord, that there shall be a noise of cry from the fish drink, and the howling from the second, and the great crashing from the hills. Howl ye, inhabitants of Miktash, for all the merchant people are cut down. Cool. You can see that in America. All the merchant people cut down, all these businesses closing. All they that bear silver are cut off. And it shall come to pass that in that time I will search Jerusalem with candles and punish the men that settle on their leads, that say in their mind, the Lord will not do good, neither will he do evil.
That's Jake. That's chilling. They chilling. And go ahead.
Nah, go ahead.
I was gonna say they chilling and they trust in this place. They settled on their leaves. A lot of them, they could have money, so you know they settled, they chilling, they relaxing. Like Floyd Mayweather, you know, Oprah Winfrey, just to mention a couple of Jakes in the society that's got money. You know, they settled on their leads. They're not worried about what the Most High gonna do. You know?
They say, therefore their goods shall become booty.
Oh, well, a spoil. Booty means a spoil. So your goods are gonna become a spoil.
And their houses a desolation.
All that expensive furniture, Rolls Royces and private jets, and fucking pearls and jewelry, all that shit. What it say?
It say, therefore their goods shall become a booty, and their houses a desolation.
A desolation. The Lord might have it to where somebody come up in there and take your shit. The scriptures say that their house is gonna be spoiled.
Except in the 15th chapter, you know.
Where do you think these people gonna run to when they hungry? They gonna go to the hills, to the mountains, where y'all houses is at. You know, break into your gated communities, take your shit, rape your daughters. It may sound harsh, but these are the things that's gonna happen. It actually says it in Isaiah that their houses shall be spoiled and their wives shall be ravished.
Rabbit. And then you got the people that say that they're gonna go live off in the woods. Some people have no idea how nature is.
Motherfucker can't grow a flower.
You're just gonna go live in the woods. You and everybody else, right?
Esau already in the woods with a shotgun.
Yeah, well, hey, Esau can outlaw these parks if he wants, man. There's a lot of states where during COVID, a lot of these state parks were downright closed.
Well, you know what? It's spiritual because Esau is a man of the field. So he's more equipped to survive in the woods than Jake is, because Jake not prepared. You know, Esau goes hunting, he goes fishing. You got Jakes that do that too, but not like Esau.
Yeah, Jake don't even like bugs.
Yeah.
Jake
Esau
would-
be out there, man, camouflaged up with his fucking rifle, eating beef jerky, chilling.
Kayak and everything.
Jake does
Eating
it for
tuna.
They
recreation.
might hunt you and eat your ass.
Yeah.
Esau.
Esau out there, man.
He's a man of the field. That's what the scriptures say. It says Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. We like to just chill, you know,
Pitch tents.
pitch tents, chill, relax, talk shit.
Travel, pitch tent, chill. Esau is actually in the field, you know.
He's out there eating raw deer, raw venison. He don't even cook it all the way.
Hey, and speaking of deer, man, Esau got this pestilence out there that's killing deer and just killing animals. Period. Animals are dropping dead because of this sickness that Esau has put out there. So, you know, you can't be in that mindset that you're gonna live off the deer, because you might get sick off eating the deer or the animals in the field.
Yeah, if the Lord with you, you're gonna live regardless. Because the book of Mark say they should drink poison and live.
I was gonna say another thing is, to some extent, we're gonna have to be pilgrims on the earth. So we're gonna have to learn how to do something. The Lord's gonna be with us, Lord willing. But you're not going off if you look up YouTube videos on how to start a fire. You know, we should know things like that.
Well, hey, that's a part of our culture, man.
Yeah.
You know, what is this called? Camp. I wouldn't be surprised if the prophets from the ancient world, you know, they had a little camp
They
right
knew
there.
those things. They knew
Yeah.
those things.
Sure. It's Sirach 39:1. But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient, and be occupied in prophecies. All right?
Jeremiah, Isaiah, they knew those things, man. They knew how to start fires and live.
You know how to filter water
Yep.
and you know, till the land properly. And,
Hey, what the scriptures say? Jacob is a plain man dwelling in tents. You know?
and you got to think, man, up until maybe 100, 200 years ago, everybody pretty much knew how to do that stuff.
Right.
Yeah, right.
You know, it just goes to show you how much Esau has really screwed everything up and tried to make us dependent upon him. Man. Back when I was growing up, it was common for people to have gardens. Now you got one garden for every couple blocks now.
Not even, you know,
And it ain't enough to feed a whole family.
Yeah. Nope. Like people think I'm gonna go get some seeds. Nah, it take like 90 days. You know, what you gonna do in between that
Yeah,
time?
and the seeds that they sell now are GMOs, man. You know, when people crack them open, there really ain't no embryos in 'em.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 20, and start at verse 13. Love not sleep, lest thou come to poverty, Open thine eyes, and thou shalt be satisfied with bread. And I'm going to jump down to verse 24. Man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way?
Yeah, so the scriptures say we're going to have to be as pilgrims upon the earth. So we're going to have to, you don't know what situation you're going to be put in, man.
Hey, they might take you out your house, and you might have to flee. Every brother's got a different lot, you know?
Book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 16, verse 35. Hear now these things, and understand them, ye servants of the Lord. Behold, the word of the Lord, receive it, and believe not the gods of whom the Lord spake. Behold, the plagues draw nigh, and are not slack. As a woman with child in the 9th month bring forth her son, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth pains can pass, her womb, which pains when the child comes forth, they slack not a moment.
And they're coming. I always say, if you ever been in a room with a woman that's having a child, there's no turning back those contractions, man. They get stronger, stronger, and stronger. And that's what the plague's going to do. They're going to get stronger, stronger, and stronger until the Lord fully allows them to hit the earth.
Yep. So this lockdown thing, it ain't gonna never be over. All that. Oh, I can't wait till it's over.
Well, it'll be over when the whole
the
place
Lord
is
come
fire.
back.
Yeah, when this whole place is full of fire.
It say, even so shall the plagues be not slack to come upon the earth, and the earth shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side.
And the reason why the earth has to be cleansed, burnt with fire, because it has to be cleansed. The earth abided forever, so there's going to be a new rulership. So all this shit's got to be cleansed, you know? And America is going to be the forbidden zone, you know?
Well, hey, the Most High sent all these plagues to this place, man. He's got the murder hornets, the diseases,
Locusts.
and now they got the fucking, whatchamacallit, what is it? The dog-killing toads, man. Saying that they could kill small children if they, you know, get the poison in their mouth and shit like that, man. They're saying that there's like literally tens of thousands of them just raiding Florida. And they came from South America or Central America. They were on some pet exchange and somebody let like thousands of them loose or
And
something.
the Lord let them loose.
Yeah.
The water. It say, oh my, because right here it just said, even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. So it's going to be things everywhere. It say, oh my people, hear my word, make you ready to the battle. For in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth.
So like I said, you're not going to know what situation you put in, man. The Lord might take you and have you somewhere in the wilderness, you know? Or he might have you somewhere off the grid, you know, away from people. Or you might end up with a brother that you didn't even know. You know, it might just be you and him somewhere. Or you could be by yourself.
And you could be locked up in the cell.
Oh yeah.
We
Locked
get
up.
Revelations 2nd chapter. That's gonna happen to brothers.
Hey man, a fucking heathen can help you during that time. The Most High could put the spirit on a heathen. You walking around carrying a backpack and a fellow Christian sees you got a Bible. Hey brother, and they automatically assume that you're, you know, with sweet
Give you
Jesus.
some food and shit.
Yeah, it sends you on your way. Here brother, have some water.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 10. It say, fear none of these things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison.
Right, fear none of these things which thou shalt suffer, meaning that what? We're going to suffer. In one way, shape, or form. We're going to suffer, man. You know, it ain't gonna be easy, man. Somebody get Revelation 7, Go ahead.
Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that you may be tried. And ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death,
Ooh.
and I will give thee a crown of life.
Well, hey, some brothers got to walk that path, and other brothers may not. You know, but the thing is you should prepare yourself for anything, really, in your spirit, because hey, now is the time, man, not to be bullshit.
It say, he that have an ear, let him hear what the Spirit say unto the churches. That he that overcomes shall not be hurt of the second death.
That second death is the nuclear fire, man. You know, even if we may die on this side through a guillotine, you know, for the witness of Yahweh Shai, anything is better than that second death, because that nuclear fire is going to do more than just destroy your flesh. All right, your spirit's going to get sucked in that fire, man. It has to be cleansed. Got that in Revelation 7. I think it's like 7 and 14 or something, where it says, "These are they which suffer great tribulation."
I got it.
Because when you get in the beginning of the chapter, it talks about the elect being sealed.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 7, verse. Talk the great multitude.
It's a little after that. It says, these are they.
Oh,
that
yeah,
will not
yeah,
be
I
found.
got it. It's 14. It's this book of Revelation, chapter 7, verse 14. It's in one. Let's start at 13. It say, and one of the elders answered, saying unto me, what are these which are arrayed in white robes, and whence came they?
Right, this is talking about the elect. All right, go ahead.
It said, and he said unto him, Sir, thou knowest. And he said unto me, these are they which came out of great tribulation, and have washed their robes, and made them white in the blood of the Lamb.
All right, so we're going to suffer great tribulation, man, whether it's persecution, you know, whether it's us being locked up and having to face that guillotine, whether it's, you know, brothers may be removed from their homes, you know, because like Apostle Howard was saying, invest in a tent, man, because you might have to have that chip just to pay your bills. You know, it might be the only accepted form of commerce. is the
Hey,
chip.
you definitely gonna have to have that vaccine to go back to work.
Oh, hell yeah.
You're gonna have to have that vaccine, so that's shit.
They already got some countries like Denmark. They already got the legislation in place. If you refuse the vaccine, you won't even be allowed to go to the fucking grocery store.
Right.
You know, they had that in what was it, Washington? But the sheriff, he said, no, we're not going to uphold that shit. That's a little too crazy. So you know, hey, he'll end up getting replaced with somebody who'll toe the line eventually. Because there's going to be little pockets of rebellion against this new world order, man. But eventually, you know, these devils, they'll get everybody in who they want in.
And there's rumors saying that the chip could possibly be in the vaccine. Like they got microchips, nanochips, they call them.
Nanomachines.
They can put inside the needle, and once it's in your system, they could track you. And it's all it takes is one chip, man, and it's over.
Well, hey, when they detect you with cancer, or they try to detect cancer, they take little microscopic nanomachines and inject you in it. And wherever the nanomachines stick to, they know that's where the tumor is, man. So Esau's had this technology for a long time.
Let me get Revelation, the 14th chapter, or should I start at 13? The 13th chapter. Oh, you got something?
What verse are you going to start at?
Revelation, the 14th or 13th chapter?
Just get 14 and 9.
Yeah, 14.
You can finish what you have. We're about to get out of here.
This is Revelation chapter 14, verse 9. It reads, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead.
Right, the beast in his image. And we look at what these people are rioting for, man. These are the people that worship the image of the beast. They love this world, okay? They want to make a new home here under a new agreement with their oppressor.
If any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation.
So it sounds like those who take the chip, man. Man, you really angered Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
Yep.
All right? It's kind kind of like it's kind of like when a kid gets caught lying to his parents, man. Parents say, you know what? It's not the fact that you disobeyed, it's the fact that you lied. You had a distrust.
It's even worse
man.
than that. It's like you calling somebody else, a complete stranger, your parent in front of your parents' face. You know, because what you're doing when you receive that chip, you're submitting yourself to these other gods.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're choosing Esau first and foremost as your God, saying, "This is my master."
It's kind of like choosing a stepdad over the real dad, man.
Okay.
Type of situation that goes on in a lot of families.
I'm gonna continue reading. If any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb, Yahweh Shai.
That's right, man. So if you take that chip, all right, that's the ultimate punishment, man. If you take that chip, you angry Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai to the point where he's going to destroy you, man. You know, because if you take that chip, really, then there wasn't something right with you in the first place. Because let's run down who's going to take this chip. All right, Edomites, 2/3, homosexuals.
Oh, look!
feminists.
Look at that shit.
Well, there they go.
And again,
Come on, let's get this on camera.
real.
Military helicopters. Damn. 5 of them.
More than that, bro.
6,
What kind
7.
of bird is that?
Get ready for the second round of riots, man.
What kind of bird is that?
Yeah, 7 military helicopters.
Yeah.
That's the big boys.
They're probably heading to the falls. All right.
You got something? Close it out. This is Job chapter 15, verse 20. Them hawks up there.
The wicked man travaileth with pain all his days, and the number of years is hidden to the oppressor. A dreadful sound is in his ears, and prosperity the destroyer shall come upon him. He believeth not that he shall return out of darkness, and he is waited for of the sword. He wandereth abroad for bread, saying, Where is it? He knoweth that the day of darkness is ready at his hand.
And this is why he's coming down with great wrath, because he knows if he has a short time. You know, he knows.
Trouble and anguish shall make him afraid. They shall prevail against him as a king ready to the battle. For he stretcheth out his hand against Yahweh and strengtheneth himself against the Almighty. He runneth upon him, even on his neck, upon the thick bosses of his bucklers, because he covereth his face with fatness and made collops of fat on his flanks. And he dwelleth in desolate cities, in the houses with no man inhabiteth, which are already become heaps. He shall not be rich, neither shall his substance continue, neither shall he prolong the perfection thereof upon the earth.
Yeah, so he thinks that he's going to be rich by the way of this microchip, this mark of the beast. But he's not going to be rich. Thus save the scriptures. He's going to be brought down. Just like the brother was talking. Satan was Isaiah the 14th chapter, the 12th verse.
See, saying as far as like lightning from heaven. It says, verse 29, he shall not be rich, neither shall his substance continue, neither shall he prolong the perfection thereof upon the earth. He shall not depart out of darkness, the flame shall dry up his branches, and by the breath of his mouth shall he go away. Let not him that is deceived trust in vanity, for vanity shall be his recompense. It shall be accomplished before his time, and his branch shall not be green.
That's right. He's going to be cast out like an abominable branch, just like the scripture
Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash.